students, welcome to Shri GM Donda Primary School. Today myself Pooja Narwani will explain you grammar chapter 14, the simple past tense. What is tense? A tense is a change of form in a verb to express the time of an action. Now children, in earlier videos you might have studied what is a verb. So verb is a doing action. Doing action is called a verb. Based on the time frame, the verb tenses may be categorized according to the time frame. Present tense, past tense and future tense. Present means at present what we are doing. Past means which has already taken place, and future means which is going to take place. So in this chapter we will study about past tense in detail. Past tense refers to a verb tense that expresses actions or states in the past. It is a verb form that shows action that has already taken place. Past simple. We will study simple past tense in this chapter. The simple past tense describes actions and states that began and ended at a specific time in the past. Children, what has already taken place, that we have to mention in simple past tense. She read the book last Sunday. So this action is completed on last Sunday. So to describe this we have to use simple past tense because that action has already been completed. Now let's see the structure or the rule for affirmative sentence, or you can say positive sentence. It is subject plus second form of the verb plus object. Children, second form of the verb means there are three forms of verbs: first form, second form and third form, or you can say present form, past form and past participle form. Example, take, took, taken. So took is your second form of the verb. So always in simple past tense affirmative sentence you have to use second form of the verb. Now let's see the example. She played volleyball last Saturday. So played is your second form of the verb. Now there are two types of verbs in past tense: regular verbs and irregular verbs. Let's see what are regular verbs. Regular verbs are those whose past tense and past participles are formed by adding d or ed to the end of the verb. Means children, when we are adding d or ed to make the verb form past tense, that verbs are called regular verbs. See the example given below: roll, rolled, rolled. So here we have added ed to make it a past and past participle. So this is a regular verb. Now let's see the examples: needed, posted, shouted, talked, moved, loved, closed. Now let's see what are irregular verbs. Irregular verbs are common verbs in the English language that do not follow the simple system of adding d or ed to the end of the words to form the past tense, or in short you can say when we are not adding d or ed to make it a past form, that verbs are called irregular verbs. See the example given below: drink, drank, spring, sprang, know, knew, blow, blew. But we can't use those patterns with predictability. Unfortunately, learning irregular verb means memorization. Now let's see the examples of irregular verb. Go, went, do, did, say, said, see, saw, eat, ate, drive, drove, make, made, drink, drank. So children, these all are irregular verbs. Now let's see the structure for negative sentences. It is subject plus did not plus first form of the verb plus object. Children, this you have to remember very properly, that you have to use first form of the verb when you are making your sentence negative. See, first form help, helped, helped. So help is your first form. So whenever you are using did in your sentence, you have to always remember that you have to use the first form of the verb. Now let's see the example. I did not want to learn English. Now if you are writing I did not wanted to learn English, so that will be given wrong. The correct is I did not want to learn English. Now let's see the structure for interrogative sentence. It is did plus subject plus first form of the verb plus object plus question mark is very compulsory in interrogative sentence. Again you have to remember, again did is there in interrogative form also. So you have to remember that you have to use the first form of the verb to make it a interrogative sentence. Let's see the example. Did he work yesterday? If you are writing did he worked yesterday, then it is wrong. Correct is did he work yesterday. Now let's see WH questions with the past tense verbs. What, who, where, when, why and how. Now let's see the structure of WH word question. WH word plus did plus subject plus first form of the verb plus object. Let's see the example. Where did they go by bus? Children, now we will see uses of simple past. Simple past. Completed actions in the past. To express the idea that an action started and finished at a specific time in the past, means the action has started also in the past and it has completed also in the past. To show that, we have to use simple past tense. See the example. I saw a movie yesterday. So saw is your second form of the verb. Now you see the negative of it. I did not see. Children, this you have to remember very properly. See, did is used, so you have to use the first form of the verb. So saw, the first form is see. So in negative sentence, you have to use the first form of the verb. I did not see a movie yesterday. A series of completed actions means at a time 2 or 3 actions has completed. To show that, we are using simple past tense. Example, I finished work, walked to the beach and found a nice place to swim. So at a time 3 works are completed. To show that, we are using simple past tense. Duration in the past can be used with a duration with starts and stops in the past. A duration is longer action often indicated by expressions such as for 2 years, for 5 minutes, all day, all year, etc. To show this all duration means time period, we are using simple past tense. Example, I lived in Japan for 2 years. So it is a long time that he was living in Japan for 2 years. To show that, we have to use simple past tense. Habits in the past. The habits which were there in the past, to show that, we are using simple past tense. Example, I studied French when I was a child, means at present he is not studying. He had studied French when he was child. Then it is used to indicate past facts or generalization. The simple past can also be used to describe past facts or generalization which are no longer true. Means in the past it may be true but now it is not true. To show that we are using simple past tense. Example, she was shy as a child but now she is very outgoing. Means at present she is not shy. She was shy in the past, so that is a past fact. He didn't like tomatoes before. Means पहले उसको tomatoes अच्छे नहीं लगते थे, तो that is also the past. So to show that we are using simple past tense. Thank you. Hope you all understood nicely.